So this video is about the third alignment, cross sections and cross section basically. And our idea is to fit to our vertical alignment, horizontal alignment, the third alignment, the vertical to the cross section alignment, which should be look something like that. I show you the classes Y and cross in this shape, Y the geometric values of each element is just like this. And as I said in classes, I show you how to create the cross section with according to Polish standard, the PPK, the polskie linie kolejowe. So and create the typical constructions, as well as in the classes we must create the typical or normal cross section. To do this, we must we must click assembly, create assembly, and the new element which we be creating, in which we will be creating our typical standard. Maybe here we say it calls rail L. What we want to do and what is very important is we must change the assembly type to railway, and we can choose some style of code, assembly, etc. But maybe it will be enough. And we must also create the place where we design it. Maybe here is good. Okay. After clicking it, we design something like this: some lines, some squares, some and cross rectangulars, which are crossed in one central point. And this and basically our assembly. And this assembly we must fill with some constructions elements. To do this, we must open these options, this window here, yes, with palettes of the sub-assemblies. And this is the place where our country kit and cross used. If you don't download country kit, as I told you before, you just look after the railway and cross railway sub-assemblies and look after is there any. I think there is a basic one, maybe rail single track count, and after this you just click this center, and you'll see the track construction with some construction and cross surfaces, some additional element which I don't talk about in our classes, but there is also some way to adjust it to your railway line, but I will show you with the country kit how to create it. So I found just the railway PL and one single track railway line, the first option. I click here and I click to my assembly. As you may see, it looks quite better than before, but there is an option to adjust this and previous to this one. Okay, we don't bother the circles. The circles must be shown, but what we must also from this we must add the slopes for the cuttings and the embankments. So we must see and look after the other elements, sub-assemblies for our assembly, and I choose the basic. And in the basic, we had such element called the basic side slope half ditch, and we click this one, and we try to connect and cross one side of our regular one and the second and cross side of our railway line. And basically, that's all, but we must adjust this assembly to our needs. First of all, maybe turn it from the right side to the left. So maybe assembly properties, the construction option, and we must look our elements. I clicked the first one in the right side, so this basic side slope cut ditch is 0.3 is this one, and the second one is in the left. So I just fit this box to see this element, and each of the sub-assemblies had some input values. The main, which interests us now, is the side of this, and cross change it from the right to left. Click OK, and if I just click the apply, this will be a mirror. So I click, as you may see, it turned out. After this, we must change other options. I will just click it quite fast because main thing is to shape the slope. Our slope is 1 pole and cross 1.5, and cross every one we must change it. I don't change this width. I just change the slope. Of course, you can dig into these parameters, but my first important thing is to change these parameters of the slope. Okay, apply, and same thing in the second one, the second side slope. Okay, not here, not here, here, and cross. What have I done? And cross. Sorry, but I will just click it for you to see how I change it. Okay. I unfortunately made some mistake. Everybody does, yes. Okay. Click apply. So okay. Okay, and this. Okay, so every slope is changed, and after change the slope, we must change whole construction of our railway line to fit in to this. And maybe I will. Oh, sorry. Maybe I will scale it, and we will just see one below other how to change it. Maybe once again, maybe I would look at it. Okay, maybe now it's and first. Okay, just one more time. Okay, I think it's enough. Okay, so as you may see, we must have the 45 centimeters length till our concrete sleepers. We must have the crack bed crack shoulder, which is 60 centimeters. Our depth measuring from the down part of sleepers to our sub construction must be 35 centimeters, and our slope must be around 3 to 5%. So to do this, we must click our sub-assembly. Once again, go to the assembly properties, and this time we must choose our single track railway line, and this we have some options to change. So thickness of the ballast 35 centimeters. Okay, and if I now click the apply, you just will see this this width will increase. Oh, and the other elements, slopes, also adjust. Okay, slope of the ballast 4%, sorry, 4%, 4%. Okay, this value in each side should be 45 centimeters. This shoulder should be 60 centimeter, and we have additional value, though subtract of our below the ballast. We don't need it, so we just set the 0 value. And when we click apply, this whole element, so whole assembly will change. So I click it, okay, and then click also okay. And as you may see, it looks quite the same. And I think it is enough to set that our normal typical cross section is done. So now we must input this to our railway line. To do this, we must click escape, go for this element, for this assembly, and back to our horizontal alignment. We once again must click the violet line or the bluish one, and with this we must click the corridor option. We just need to create it because the Civil 3D is the automatic generated software which connect three-dimensional alignments into one. So we just create the corridor, which is connection of these three alignments, horizontal, vertical, and cross section with the typical one. Okay, so with this, we create a corridor, maybe call it corridor railway. We can also change the style. We choose the alignment, the profile, and the assembly. The assembly, we need to choose the railway one. And we can also change the target surface. Our target surface is the surface EM, which is generated automatically. Okay, after this, we can click OK. And the next option is open. In here, we have some other options. We can change here the generated of our cross section. The cross section, I think, should be changed in the tangents. Maybe not for 25 meters, but 100 meters. And in this certain elements such as curves and spirals, the transition curves, maybe 25 meters is enough. Okay, I just click OK. I just click apply. And now we built the corridor. So I must click the rebuild. And after clicking OK, I see on our horizontal alignment such new lines, the green one, the orange, and the blue. And basically, we just design our railway line. The cross section is applied to our horizontal and vertical alignment, and we just see how the normal construction of cross sections influence to our horizontal alignment. We will see it in a moment in our cross section. But before we do this, we must do one more thing. We must do the sample lines. The sample lines are here. We just create them by clicking. And after clicking, we must choose our alignment. And our alignment is just our horizontal alignment. And here, we can also change the name, maybe some railway line. Okay, we can also change the styles, but I think it will be enough right here to start. So let's click OK. And after clicking this OK options, the samples we can create in concrete specific one point of our railway or change option. I suggest you to change it here, not at the station, but by the range of station. So click this first option, and basically automatically it will suggest whole section from the start to the end of it. Also, it suggests the width from the center till the left side and the right side of our railway line, which will be accumulated the information about the terrain and the whole cross section. And also we have sampling measured by the length of our railway line. So I suggest you to change it like our corridor. So the tangents are by 100 meters, and curves and spirals, the transition curves, are for 25 meters. And after this, I click OK. And I think after clicking escape, it should appear. So I click escape. Okay. As you may see, these triangles appeared. These triangles said to us that samples are defined, and we can go to cross section. Okay, so what we must do, we must maybe here, we need to create the section. If we have one sample, we just create the section view, or we can create the multiply views, each of everyone in our railway line. So I suggest you to create the multiply views, and multiply views we create by choosing sample lines, yes, that we just created with the alignment, and we can also change them to maybe cross sections right away. Okay, and after this we can change the style, maybe not now, go with another information. Okay, automatically we have information from the center here, left and right side at it, and it is the same value as our samples. Next, we have information about the maximum minimum range. And now we can change something. Maybe here we said what we can change it. Maybe I will change it into lines cross-section corridor here. Okay, here I will stay with this option. You can individualize for yourself as you wish. I suggest here like this. Data bands, I change it. No, maybe I will stay with this. Okay, so after this I click the create section views, and just like the profile, the vertical alignment, I click it maybe here. And after clicking, the software thinks a while and generate the cross sections for the whole railway line. As you may see, maybe I will, okay, let it be. as you may see, it looks awful. So I must change it. First of all, we change the scale, maybe 1 to 100 would be enough. Okay, it looks much better, but here I must change the update group layer. Maybe they will looks better. Oh, as I mentioned, as I hope they look quite good. And here we have generated our railway line, the cross section for each point. And here you just see that this is something wrong. We will be changing it for a while, but maybe now we'll change it. As you may see, it does not look good. The cut is too deep. The length on our drainage is also too thick. So now I will change it, and we must back to our assembly. Maybe I will move it also. Maybe here. Okay. As you may see, every click needs a while. Okay, so we just back to our assembly. We click here, go to assembly properties, the construction, and maybe I will figure out here. You see the parcel width. Maybe we can get here 1.6 meter, and maybe every value of this I will give 0.6. Bottom width, maybe I will want 0.5. Rounding parameter, material thickness, rounding parameters, maybe it's okay. And in the second one, I will change also 0.6, 0.6, and 0.5. Then I will click apply, I will click OK, and we need back here, and anything change because we have this yellow information. It says that we changed something and we must rebuild our corridor. Oh, sorry. So we must rebuild. And in a moment, something will change. Oh. So as you may see, everything changed. Yes, we have quite deeper cuttings, quite shallow cuttings like before, and it looks much better. So as you may see, in every moment you can change something. An example in the normal cross section, and it will be connected with the other changes along the whole tree alignment. And this is the most important thing to work with this software. Okay, I show you how to change some information, but here on this label of this information we don't have everything what we need. So now I suggest you to change something, and I think that we now need to create some surface connected with the corridor. So go to this right view, click right mouse button, corridor, sorry, properties, okay, surfaces, and here we will be making surfaces connected with our corridor. To do this, we must click this option. I click this. Name is don't necessary to change, but here we choose the points connected with our corridor, with our assembly, which we will be put into our cross section. Maybe up is necessary, maybe the drainage, maybe embankment, maybe cutting, something else. Maybe this. And you can decide which is necessary. Of course, if someone have other assembly, the codes will be changed. And after this, I click OK. The new surface is defined. You will see it here. But what we must do now, we must click by the left mouse button our cross section and choose sample more sources. And after clicking this, we must choose in the left box our new defined surface and add it to our samples. And after clicking this, we click apply and you will see something change here. So I click apply, I click OK. And you just see that something turned into the red. And this red line, polyline, is needed to be adjusted and transferred to our these bars. To do this, we must change view. So I just click once again the violet box, section views, properties, edit section views. Sorry, not here. Section views. Just click, and as you see this, I need to sections. Go to sections. Section views. Where is it? Section views. Information offset. Sections. Once there's sections. Elevations offset bands. It is not here at 6 years. Oh gosh. Section view group. Sorry. View group properties. Not here. Okay. It's here. Sorry. So in the section views bar, we need to change the band set. To do this, we just click this three dots button, sorry, a new window opened, and here we need to change surface 1, our corridor. Okay, and then apply, then click OK, apply, okay. Something wrong, but don't worry, we'll change it. As you may see, some information is changed, some information is added, but we can adjust it with some information. Maybe we can change the, not here, sorry, we can change the it's also not here. Edit surface style. Great. Contours points not here. Okay. So go here. Properties. Okay. Oh, right here. Maybe we change the this value. Maybe it is not necessary, so I use here and here. Okay, and I click OK. There's something change. We must think a while. Okay, doesn't change much, so we go back again to view group to change the alignment, and maybe change it here, because sometimes surfaces are mixed and we need to control it. Okay, maybe when I click apply, click OK, and here click apply, something good happens. Okay, yes, it is much better. The information from us, which we need from the start and the points, etc., is good, and this is much better information, and the information you need to your whole cross section can be adjusted with your needs. So if you need to change, I don't know, maybe put the information about the rails, you just choose the rail options in your corridor section. And basically, if you need now to adjust our cross sections, you can do it in your Civil 3D, or you can export into your AutoCAD. But before I show it, I want you to show one more thing, because the whole idea of using the AutoCAD Civil 3D is to adjust our needs to our design, the info parameters, our, I don't know, maybe some information gathered from our investor, etc. And when we need to do some changes, we just move just like this. Once again, okay, okay, my okay, I just back because my files, I don't know why, just go wrong. But if we change something, or maybe here, when I will move the vertical alignment, the info, oh, much better. Maybe I will show you something, especially some unrealistic, because maybe I will do this vertex, the info very big. Maybe here you'll see, here we got big embankments, and here we got shallows. So when we rebuild once again our corridor, the cross section will definitely change. And the info show in a second where are our cross section. The info here are embankments. Sorry, cuttings, yes, and here we go with the embankment quite shallow. And also you see in horizontal curves, we have also our cant modeled. So you will see the elevation of our curve. Okay, so that's all for cross section. I will show you how to export this file into the AutoCAD, and how to change everything that it looks perfectly for our design classes. Thank you very much. The info